Hey, welcome to Board Game Today. I'm Brett, and my hands is Warhammer 40,000 Imperium number 84. Now, Warhammer 40,000 Imperium is a magazine between Hatchet and Games Workshop that takes you through the Warhammer 40,000 hobby. It's everything through how to paint, how to put figures together, how to play, and of course, the history behind all the armies. With it, you wind up creating two armies. You get two armies with it. Space Marines with Adeptus Sororitas and Adeptus Mechanicus taking on the Necrons. So this is the penultimate grouping of issues. There is one more set of three after this current set of four. And it's taking you through a little bit of Space Marines, a little Necrons, a little Adeptus Sororitas, and and Adeptus Mechanicus, which is this figure here. We get the Skitarii Marshall figure, which is pretty cool, with the new Adeptus Mechanicus Codex out this weekend. This is actually kind of perfect timing as far as releases, which doesn't happen too often. So I'm kind of excited. I do have an Adeptus Mechanicus Force, and this will be a nice addition to it. I don't remember if I have this figure or not. Let's dive in and see what the actual magazine has. I'm going to guess that it will have background on the character. It will be how to put together, how to paint, and then a scenario featuring the character would be how I would guess how it would end. So we get some background on the character, as we predict. We have a little bit about the Eldari. That's kind of cool. A little bit looks like a story involving the Adeptus Mechanicus. As I said, we got how to put the figure together. Oh, the magazine's ripped a little bit. That's okay. We've got how to paint, which is what we'd expect. And then it looks like some rules for the character. That's the only negative thing, is that this is 9th edition. But we get also a scenario to use the figure with a game of power level 50, which we don't do anymore. So I was saying, this is the only negative about this, is this is all 9th edition when it comes to rules. We're obviously in 10th edition. So if you've been following, it gives you a good idea as to how to play. There's obviously some tweaks in 10th edition, but you can pretty much go seamlessly from one to the other, so that's not a big thing. So as far as future issues, next we'll have issue 85, which is the Hexmark Destroyer, followed by 86, 87, which is two parts of the Redemptor Dreadnought, and then we'll have to wait for 88 to get the third part, which is okay. It's a little weird to break those out from a whole bunch of different releases, boxes, but it is what it is. But overall, to me, these are great. You save tons of money, you get some background in the game. I don't know if you get all the same stuff that you can find it other places. I've never really thought or compared stories and stuff like that, if you can find it elsewhere. So the series has been great. It's a great way to save money, to build armies, get into the game. I think it's fantastic. It really does take you step by step. Well thought out as to what you need to do to start playing. Never overwhelming. I think it's solid like that. So look into it. There's a fantasy one that has started up in the U.S., Stormbringer. It's only a couple issues into it, so there's still time to subscribe to that. This is all done, wrapped up. There's the 3 more that we're going to open, and then there's going to be one more release of 3 more. If you can find it in stores, though, they tend to be really good value. So we'll have all that broken down underneath the description on YouTube and Facebook. As always, if you want the latest game news, role-playing games, board games, card games, whatever, check us out every day at BoardGameToday.com. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Board Game Today, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep rolling that dice. Oh, what a horrible, horrible, horrible roll. Get your game on. Hey, thanks for watching Board Game Today. We always appreciate your views and your support, but there are so many ways for you to support our site. Not only can you do it right here on video, but you can go and check us out at BoardGameToday.com, where we have more news, reviews, interviews, everything you could ever want. But since you're here, if you can always give us a like, subscribe, or share our videos, or watch something else. Is always much appreciated, and get your game on.